microphone has only been on the air for 2-3 days. Yeah, 5 days. The other mics already are, you know, their maiden voyage is over. But this one, I'm still testing it on the air. By testing, by the way, in closing, I don't mean tampering with it. I'm just saying that propagation might have an effect. So with that, thank you, George.
Holy moly, you sound good.
See?
George, seriously, you mean you haven't touched it in 4 days? That would be a record.
Sorry, I laughed away from the mic, but I think you got my laughter.
George, seriously, please don't touch it. I mean, honestly, I've said before, man, that's the best I've ever heard you, and this is the best, hands down, that I've ever heard you, the strongest I've ever heard you. You're almost 25 over. It's just, I have no problem hearing you. And beautiful, crisp, clean, not over-modulated, not too much carrier, you know, your carrier isn't folding back. It looks well balanced on the pan adapter, and 2 thumbs up. But please, if you got to take pictures, if you have to break out the Sharpie, remember this combination as, you know, the default. If you ever want to change anything, make sure you can always go back to this.
Besides,
guys can't go 4 days without touching it.
Blind.
That's not true. I think we doubled up. Somebody else there?
My mother always said if you touch it too much, you can go blind.
Yes, N1ALF. Hello, George and everyone else there. Yes, my mother said the same thing, so I just did it till I needed glasses.
Nice.
Very nice.
Maybe that's why I need glasses.
Good evening, KD2 AFB.
Maybe that's why I need glasses. Good evening, Toby.
Or you need an electric shaver for your palms.
Oh, man.
TMI.
An electric shaver for the palms, eh?
Well, we were talking about gutters earlier.
That's a good point.
I see. That's where our minds are always in the gutter. It's not like they go back there. They've never left. Is that somebody way out there?
I'm looking. I can't see them.
Strong as you, but
Cute.
they're in there.
I don't know. It sounds like you had just a little bit of.
Yeah, I think I see somebody way down there in the noise.
Now, let me go get my glasses my mother said that I need. No, I can't see them that well. Hey, Clark, I got training too early tomorrow morning, so I should be out of work by 4 o'clock there, and hopefully if you're up to it there, we can pull this transmitter out there and see what's going on inside there. Take a look, as they say.
Why don't you just put a screwdriver to the lid right now? You're not doing anything.
No, because I got to get up super early tomorrow morning and be in training there, so I'm going to eat dinner, and then I'm going to play a little radio, and then I'm going to put my glasses on.
Well, I have a day off tomorrow, so I'm going to be up later than usual. Maybe I'll be up till 9 o'clock tonight. Anyway, I'm going to go get cleaned up, make a pot of coffee, and put you guys back here at W3MMR.
How'd you get off tomorrow?
What'd you say? All I heard was getting off tomorrow.
I said, how did you arrange that, getting off tomorrow?
I'm special. In many ways. Thursdays are my normal day off, but I'm not getting off in any other way, but off of work. Or Wednesdays. What did I say Thursdays? Yeah, Wednesdays.
Yeah, you said Thursday.
No, Wednesday's Prince Spaghetti Day, and Wednesdays are Sundays.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'll be back. Catches in a few. Creamy G is out.
Seaman.
I don't know if Tim copies me, but Tim, I copy under noise, but nice to hear you too. WA1HLR, WB2HGK.
I got a few things done, but not quite what I wanted to get done. But, you know, at least it's a start. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Oh, God. My wife is getting me to take regular blood pressure readings as I'm totally med-free, and I want to stay that way, so let me see what it is. 149/90. In varying states of being dizzy. Every frickin' day I get up in the morning, I feel all right, and as soon as I try to get up, I'm dizzy, and it just doesn't feel good. But I've been off the meds for a little over a week now, and the last med, the dizziness is just about gone. So, there's a naturopathic method. I don't know if you've heard of hibiscus tea, but I gotta drink 2 of them a day for it to really allegedly take effect. So this is medical science on parade here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I can drink that. And George LJO, hear you in there. Yep. It sounds very tin can. It's clean though. It sounds like the telephonium, not the carbonium microphonium. So that's my report. And yeah, I've seen that Turdner Dynamatic guy I used to work for, Sanan out in New York. Had a bunch of stuff and kind of had his ham license. Unfortunately, he let it go. But he had a few microphoniums. He had an FT101E. That was his first rig. And I went through and completely desullified it. I don't think it has the AM filter though, but just a transmitter. It sounded pretty good. But one of the microphoniums I had was that a static 10D. That thing was yellowy sounding. It's good for driving nails, and it's good. The ass end of the microphonium is basically like a ball peen. Go ahead there, George. This is W3MMR and yell R.
Yeah, okay, Tim, very good. Good to hear you. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a very pretty looking microphone head for the D104, that's for sure. And I tried a lot of different heads on this Marauder, on the D104. So this is another one. I don't know. Maybe I'll one day try to do something and make it sound a little better. But it is what it is, and it's also very, very clean. I hate to screw with things that are in this kind of condition, but it's good to hear you. And I take Topol to really for my heart rhythm. Been on it for like 14 years. I had a very bad experience actually with a benign arrhythmia. It was just the arrhythmia, which which usually comes right before a heart attack, but they figured out it was just the arrhythmia, and they've had me on that and another medicine for the last 14 years, very low doses. And I know it's also for cholesterol and, or for high blood pressure rather, I'm sorry. And it does definitely make you tired. And then the statins for cholesterol, they make you tired and they make your body ache. So I'm going to be 60 in 2 weeks. It's tough getting old. What are you going to do? I don't know who's supposed to get it, but I'll toss it up in the air. N2LJO. Oh, good to hear you, Alf.
Take it for a second.
Yeah, my wife takes a pill for tachycardia. Yeah, I guess that's similar to what your condition is.
Yeah, I was doing 170 beats a minute, and then they did an ablation on me. That was like in May. And then it happened again in August, and then they put me on another med. I was doing 170 beats a minute, and I thought I was going. But I haven't had any recurrences since then. They've kept me on these low doses, and my wife is like, can't they take you off? Do things make you tired? And I asked my cardiologist 5 different times. He said, nope, you're staying on those meds.
Yeah, well, darling, 170, yeah, that's worse. What was yours, 140? Yeah, Marcy's shot up to 144. And after it was explained to me, they tried all these things to slow it down at the hospital, so finally, they basically shut her down. They shut her heart down, much like rebooting a computer. Because there's a timing circuit in the brain that fires the heart. And it's much akin to a bubbler circuit. So the heart rate was twice what she normally runs in many cases, and her pulse rate was, her blood pressure had dropped quite a bit. It wasn't good. So she looked it up on the, got online, and it was like, well, seek medical help quickly. So loaded her in the car and went to the local hospital here, which is the closest thing. You have to go somewhere, like to a store. The hospital is before you get to any stores or anything, so it's lucky to have it about 2.5 miles or so from here. So they had her for an overnight, but then after they shut her system down and started it back up again, everything synced right up. But she's on Cinderol? Inderol. That's what she's on. 10 milligrams, not much. Yeah, twice a day, 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening, George.
I'm not sure who to send it.
Well, they've got me on amiodarone and toprol, which is metoprolol. And this thing creeped up, didn't it? Oh. I'm sorry, the drive level on this Marauder just floated up. I think maybe it thinks it's a Kenwood. The amiodarone, the second time it happened, I was at Westchester Medical Center, and there were paramedics, security guards, doctors, nurses, all around, like 10 people around me, and I thought I was going. And they had the defibrillator there, and they said, we may have to give you a shock. I said, do what you got to do. And the chief of cardiology came down and said, I want you to, take this, blah, 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 and I want you to give him a slow push. It'd take about 2 minutes to put it in, and they injected me with this amiodarone very, very slowly. And then 2 normal beats, and then it went back to the 170, and then 3 normal beats, and it went back to the 170, and then I coughed, and it went back to a normal rhythm. And the chief of cardiology smiled at everybody, turned around, and walked out. So they've had me on that, on a low dose, and that was in 2005, August of 2005, which happened to be the day after I closed on this house, and I was still single. And I had just bought a house, and the locksmith just left, and I gave him $1,200, and he gave me a pile of keys because I got like 14 doors between the garage and the house, and all of a sudden it started happening again. And the first time it happened in May was the Saturday of Mother's Day weekend, and my mother had died in January, so it may have occurred anyway because of a defect with my heart, but stress certainly brought it on, because first time was right after my mother dying, and the second time was a day after I closed up my house and emptied out my bank account. So, but it hasn't happened since, and I am thankful very much for that, or I would not be talking to you.
Okay, I copied all that, George. A quick question to Tim, if you can still copy me.
Yeah, supper's on the table. I gotta drop out for a while. This W3MMR.
All right, Tim, good to speak with you, and hello to Marcy, and enjoy your dinner and all of that stuff. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
I sent you the MP3, George.
Well, thank you very much. When I go in the house, I will fire it up. The computer I have out here, for some reason, the drivers for my keyboard got corrupted, so I could poke around with the mouse, but my keyboard doesn't work. So the last couple of times I've been out here, I haven't even turned the computer on. And I may just take this computer totally off the internet and get something else to put on the internet out here, because I've got the Flex software that I run with my Hammerland with the IF coming out of it. And I've got, SDR Sharp that I run with a dongle with my Glove King. And I don't want that I don't want to have to reinstall those, because it's just a pain in the butt. So I think I'm going to just leave that computer for those 2 programs, this computer, and get something else for the internet. And then really, I don't really even need the keyboard, to tell you the truth.
This space for rent.
Yeah, propagation changed, by the way. Boy, I was listening to both of them pretty well, and suddenly static.
No, everyone's just riveted to the other QSO down south.
Is Rob still around?
I'm going to pull the pool.
I'm tall and slim. I'm not too round. N1ALF.
Yeah, hey, Rob, Ron. Yeah, just quickly, you know, I noticed on the Apache Lab site, they don't have the 8000 there anymore.
The DLE? No, it's the Mark II 8000's coming out. And that's going to be, from when I'm talking with Rob, some of the changes in the software of Thetis, whatever. And it's supposed to be improved. And we discussed it, so it's like anything else. I wait. I let it be out for a while. Let somebody else take a test run before I invest into it, because I don't know if you know about the ICOM 7610s. A lot of the screens crapped out on them.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, no, I'm going to just stay with the 7000. I really don't need the power. Yeah, I figured that was why they took it down, because they're going to be coming out with the Mark II version. But yeah, what surprised me was that there used to be a notice on the website about the Mark II coming out. They don't even mention the Mark II anymore.
Yeah, I lost sight of that. Where what happened with that, and I can't figure out where it went and what happened with that. Because I tried to find it again. I don't know if Rob posted it. I got to find it, and it's supposed to be trimmed down. It's supposed to be a smaller footprint, and a couple other things that Rob was saying. The software configurations, I think, is going to be a lot easier. And this is what the thing is. The Anon is like an Android. There's a lot of things and configurations with it. The Flex system is almost basically plug and play, like a iPhone. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to wait for it to be out for a while. It is open source software. I like the format of the PAN adapter much better of the Anon than the Flex. And I talked to Matt Youngblood, the son of Flex, and he says, yeah, Rob, he says it's changed since the 5000 software and stuff. It's very simple. It's no frills and stuff like that. And I said there's, features like, with the what you call it? Trying to think now. I'm losing train of thought there. The centering of the frequency, that's not in there. There's another software that you got to get, but it's not Flex's. So there's pros and cons at everything. I guess if they put everything in there that you wanted, I guess you'd have everything you wanted, but it doesn't work that way.
Guys, on that pull plug, 7-3 all around. Good speaking to you. Catch you later. And Ron, thanks for that file.
Yeah, okay, George, very good. Yeah, and nice to catch you. I looked you up in my log. I don't think we've spoken before. So 73's George, and have a good night. And Rob, well, I think the software in the 7000 and 8000 is going to be identical. I think it's just the features that the 8000 comes with. So, I don't think it's called a Fetus or something like that. But Rob had mentioned that to stay with the, what do they call it? The original software, OpenHPSDR, I think it is, which has all of the features in it. But, I'll learn in time. And now I'm well aware of the differences between the Flex and the Anon. And I definitely want to go with the Anon for myself. I enjoy having a lot of the menus and and so forth. I don't have any issues going deep into menus. And for me, I think it would be fun. Also, I did not like, when I looked at the 6000, I did not like the display, the screen. I don't know. I really like what I have here. This is the KE9NS. I wish they had a version of this to use with Anon, along with all of the additional menus. This is really nice. I like this software, but we'll see. Things are going to change going forward anyway. N1ALF, WB2HGK.
Yeah, well, the Anon is still using Power SDR, the same thing as the Flex. It's basically the same format there. And actually, the 8000 MK is actually cheaper. I think the 8000, when I got it, was like $3,600 on sale. And their price now, apparently when it comes out, is $2,000 deposit on it if you order it now, is roughly $3,200.
Yeah. I think that I saw that they were going to do something like that as an introduction or introductory pricing on that radio. Yeah, it's really tough because the 7000 really is all I need. That's about $400 less, but of course, $400 isn't a big deal. And I'm actually thinking of getting the i5 version of the 7000. I want to talk to a few people about that first. I don't know whether to go with that, in which case it's going to be even more than a basic 8000. So, they don't make it easy to choose.
Well, my suggestions, I would go for the i7. The same thing I told you, it would tell you if you were getting a new computer. And I would tell you not to get an i5. I would tell you get an i7. It's a faster processor and stuff like that. I'm running an i7 and an i5 on my system here, and I'm still running Windows 7 on a lot of the computers here. But I would suggest if save a couple of dollars up there, or whatever, if it takes that there, and just go for the i7.
Yeah. Let's see. The computer I'm using now, I'm on Windows 7. It's a quad-core, 2.67 megahertz, and 32-bit, so I'm limited to 3.25 on RAM. And I am a little concerned with this software that I'm using here in the Flex 1000. I had to go in and make some changes in order not to get audio dropouts when I run other programs. I really had to make a lot of changes. I was able to do it. I made notes of what I had to do, and now I can run, other programs at the same time as this radio. But it did take work to be able to get this to operate those other programs without audio dropouts. And that's what my concern is that if I just get a basic 7000 or 8000, that this computer may not be able to handle it without the dropouts. I just don't know, and I don't know anybody that would be able to tell me.
Well, you got to look up what the specs are for the difference if you were running the 8000. Like I said, the 8000 ran fine. I got a big video card there, and I ordered this from Dell. This was spec'd out there, so I went for the Gusto as much as I can, so I would less latency, less drag. And I'm running 3 monitors on this at the same time, and running console version 3 or the Flex on here. There's I have no latency or dropout.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you don't. I really have no latency on this either right here. This is runs very well compared to when I first got it and my old computer and so forth. It was like, wow, what is that, that echo in there when I use headphones? But I don't get any of that now. Yeah, a lot of decisions to make. I just don't want to go with the Flex. I know it's plug and play. I really want to stay with the N9, so we'll see. All right, listen, Rob, I'll let you go. I just wanted to mention, and you saw the same thing. There's no mention of the Mark II. Kind of interesting that they didn't. There's probably a delay in getting it into production, is what I suspect, and it's probably going to be a couple of months before we see that. So, anyway, I'll let you go. Thanks for coming by this evening. We'll catch you later. N1ALF, WB2HGK is going to be clear.
All right, very good. Yeah, I got to head outside. I just saw the other half of the camera go out there, so fire up the barbecue, chicken and stuff like that. So, hey, it's good to talk to you, and I'm planning to go for another non. I told you reasons I got it, but I ended up with the Flex 6500, which is more than enough that I need. And for remoting, I had to get an iPad. So that is the winter project they set up for remoting and getting all the the electrical IP switches there and stuff like that. So I don't have to leave the radio on all day long. I could be out with the iPad. Click on the thing there, turn the power supply on, turn the audio deck on, and whatever, all from an iPad. That's one thing about the Flex. It's one of the easiest remoting systems on the market. N1ALF, exit stage left, news at 11.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm aware that they're real easy, and I gave that a lot of thought, and I said I just can't see myself operating remote for any reason at all. So I said then I just don't need that. 73's Rob. WB2HGK is clear.
N1G Mobile.
Is that Chris? Well, I heard some of that. Well, band conditions certainly have gotten weird now, haven't they? Maybe we should just pack it in for tonight. Wow, that would be an early plug pull for a Tuesday, wouldn't it? Not even making it to 6:30.
Oh, No, Clark, don't pack it in yet.
20 meters. And I knew that there was AM action on 8.
What?
Like, who's this guy?
Open tonight. I couldn't believe how many stations were here. In fact, the roughly survey for the north.
Sounds like he's driving down the road.
It's getting stronger up here.
Anyway, I'm glad to get a good signal report on this microphone and audio stand here. I wasn't sure how much gain to put in.
There's 20 over here.
Yeah, N1BCG and a whole bunch of other stations on the net here. Good evening.
Actually, that sounded like somebody playing back something over the air.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably some troll. Anyway, I'm back.
Enjoying the prospects of having the day off tomorrow?
Oh, very much so. Phillies game tonight, even though they're... What the heck was that? That was weird. Anyway, yes, Phillies are playing tonight, even though their season is pretty much over. Definitely looking forward to my day off, that's for sure. And also, just got me a nice cup of coffee. Looking forward to sipping on this. That's what I'm doing.
I'm hearing you over that. As a matter of fact, all these Toby was definitely stronger. Who else is on frequency? No, and feel free to just key up. This is just a nuisance.
Yeah, it's
propagation change.
Somebody just QRM and it's obviously somebody playing something back through a microphone. Anyway, yeah, who else is on? What the? My foot pedal's messed up. Who else is on frequency?
It's me, WB2HGK, Perry.
Hey, George, even you are strapping the corner.
It's only Mother Nature, a.k.a. Mom.
George, you've been very strong the past few nights, and stronger than I've ever had the pleasure of listening to you. So, 2 thumbs up, buddy. You sound great. Keep it up.
Perry, I thank you. But in reality, I think it's just propagation. All Mother, Mom. We'll see. Another week or 2 or 3. Then maybe I can accept it. Right now, it's up in the air.
Well, it doesn't matter, propagation or not. There's been plenty of times that I've talked to you that we've had propagation, George, okay? You're doing good, so accept it, God damn it. Anyway, I'm about to go get me a bowl of cream. A bowl of Creamy G special.
My God.
Creamy G strikes again.
These are things that most guys would never admit.
Today, a fresh gallon of chocolate ice cream, light chocolate ice cream. So I'm trying to watch my girlish figure.
Diet chocolate ice cream.
You know, I've been drinking a lot of soda lately. I went for a while without drinking soda, okay? I used to drink almost a 2-liter of cherry Pepsi a day, okay? Back when I was with my ex. And went for about a year without drinking soda. And for the past 3 months or so, I've been drinking a lot of soda again. But I don't want to stop drinking soda. So, I've been told that Cherry Coke Zero is good. I I've always had people tell me, oh, you know, try this diet soda, it tastes normal, it tastes the same, or try this, it tastes the same. But this is the first time somebody's told me try Coke Zero, Cherry Coke Zero, and it tastes the same. So I was wondering if anybody has tried Cherry Coke Zero and has any input, because I would like to try it.
It does not taste the same, Harry, I can tell you that.
DJ1G Mobile.
See, I knew it. I knew it.
I'll tell you what, yeah, I was the same way. I used to drink just massive amounts of Mountain Dew. The thing that actually worked for me, I haven't had a soda shoot now in, has to be 3-4 months. The thing that worked for me, you know those little flavor drops that you put in water? Just a couple of those, and I don't know what it was. I did that, and, you know, I'd start off with just putting like 3 shots in, then just 2, then 1, just kind of weaning myself off of it, and pretty much now I just drink nothing but beer or water.
We'll see. That's good. It's funny you said that, Toby. I used to drink, I tried that, you know, it comes in a little bottle. You know, you just squirt it into, say, a bottle of water, and cherry, watermelon, fruit punch. That stuff's good, man. And I forgot all about that stuff. Because before I was doing it because I was trying to drink more water. And that would help me drink more water. So maybe I should try that again. That's a good idea, Toby. I'm going to try that. You know what? Tomorrow, during my day off, I'm going to go to the grocery store and get a couple of those Mio, right? Is it Mio? Or they have the store brand ones, and I think Gatorade makes them. They make the energy ones. They make a whole bunch of different ones. And I'm going to try them again, Toby. Thanks for the idea. W3MMR.
Yeah, and you know what? What's funny is I've tried the Mios, and I'll be honest, the Great Value, you know, the Walmart house brand, it's like almost the exact same flavor, if you ask me. If anything, the Mio ones are just a little bit more concentrated, but it all kind of works out at the end of the day. But I don't know what you do for a living, but if it's anything physical, for some reason, like on the job site doing plumbing, for some reason I crave lemonade all the time. It's always lemonade. I don't know what it is about lemonade, but that's basically, if you come into my house or look through my lunchbox, there's probably about 20 or 30 of those little, you know, the little tiny containers with the flavor shots. And yeah, having them with me, I mean, I'll go through, like, you know, the regular bottles of water that you get, whatever, the 16 ounce or something like that. I'll go through 5 of those throughout the day, and I have not had a problem being dehydrated since I gave up drinking soda.
The e-cigarette companies are looking into making soda substitutes. You can now smoke Coke.
No way.
Oh boy, here we go. That's just what we would need, Clark. One more thing for the news to grab onto. KD2 AFV.
Well, see, I work on cars for a living, Toby, and it's pretty strenuous since I work in the heat. And we get bottles of water. You know, the boss buys cases of water. And I'll probably, some days I'll drink 10, 15 bottles of water. But that's a good idea. I think I'm going to get the flavored, you know, water shot. So we'll see how that goes. And it's just, man, like, I've been drinking, because there's a dollar, what's been killer, there's a dollar store right across the street from my shop, and they sell cans of Coke for 65 cents, or they sell the 16-ounce bottles of Coke or Pepsi for $1, and that's a killer deal, man. So I'll go over there and buy 3 or 4 cans of cherry Pepsi at a time, you know, and just slam them back. And I've been drinking like 3 or 4 cans of cherry Pepsi a day. on top of a 2-liter, I have cherry Pepsi at the house, so I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to start finding an alternative, and I think the flavored water would be a good alternative. And I'm not down for smoking coke anymore. Just kidding.
Man, your stomach could talk.
Oh, I know, Tim. Oh, it talks sometimes, trust me.
Yep. Yeah, typically I drink Wasser. Sometimes Faye, fruit juice. Yep. Yeah, I pretty much stay away from soft drinks. The only thing Coke is good for is adding rum to it.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker myself. But that guy who is out in the distance sounds like Booty.
Hey, and N1GIC, good evening to all who can hear me. Oh boy, it's always fun. Has anybody ever tried the W3MMR juice with pomegranate? I like the pomegranate with blueberry combination with the V8 juice. And you can taste the blueberry. Well, I don't know about the pomegranate. It tastes something. But it's pretty good. And yet you still get those electrolytes, the vegetables, and all that other stuff with it.
Yeah, Chet, you don't sound quite right. And are you a ways from the microphonium or talking into the ass end of the microphonium?
No. Hold on. Am I low?
Well, you don't have any highs. You sound very kind of muffled. Not quite like you got a sock stuffed in your mouth. I guess you forgot to jig when you should have jagged.
All right. This any better?
Holy
yeah, now back off on the audio.
Okay. Hello, it's me again. Okay, there we go. Hello, sing-a-dee-doo. Okay, yeah, V8 juice, good stuff.
Yep, I think I've had it. Yeah, you're a little heavy in the mud frequencies. If you have a multi-band EQ, which you probably do, I would take out from about 150 to 500, especially 500 down, drop it down about 5 or 6 dB.
Okay, this is that. Over. Hello.
All right, now the range of 2 to 4 kilohertz. Bring that up a bit.
Other comments that we do need some mixture, but it will come along. We're really good. I won't hold it much longer. I'm just going to sit back and listen.
Yeah, Chet, bring up the 2 to 4 kilohertz range by a few dB.
JWR. All right, how's a couple dB? How's that?
That sounds better. Back away from the microphonium a little bit. Hello?
Yeah, well, how's this?
Not bad. Still a little heavy in the low end, say in the range from 100 to 250. Bring that down, just a little bit.
Anybody else here in the echo?
Okay, this is that, Tim. Over. How's this sound? Hello? Hello. Testing. 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 5, 4. Anyway, testing.
Yeah, probably sounds just like you. Leave it alone.
All right, it's a save.
Yep. As usual, there's another QSO in there.